Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you very much for joining us today for our November New Features webinar. Today, we're going to walk through some of the things we have been working on in the last month in BigTime, go through some of the core solutions that have been added to our BigTime product, as well as some functionality that has been built out for our new client portal feature, our BigTime wallet feature, and then also discuss a new integration that we have available here in BigTime. So without further ado, let's take a look at some of our core solutions that have been added to BigTime. When we come to our home dashboard here as a system administrator, there is this tile that now tells us how many hours we have been tracked today for our firm. And when we click into it, it actually will hyperlink to a time detail report so that we can quickly get access to who has been tracking this time and how much time has actually been tracked. So again, back here at our dashboard, this hours today feature now actually hyperlinks to a time detail report where we can get a rundown of who has been tracking that time. Additionally, for those who are DCAA compliant, those firms who do government contract work, we do have now the functionality to bulk approve timesheets. This is something that has been a functionality for a while for most BigTime users. So if you come to My Company, Pending Approvals, we can click on our timesheets, and as system administrators, or those who are doing the approvals process, for both DCAA firms and all BigTime users, we are able to come in and bulk approve this time now, where we can see all time that this staffer has tracked and quickly bulk approve it. Again, this functionality has been available for a while for most BigTime users. If you are DCAA compliant, you are now also able to bulk approve timesheets. Another feature that we've added here to our core solution is at the workflow task dashboard. Here is where we are able to manage all of our tasks as they're being completed within our BigTime site. We are now able to actually filter this task dashboard by the assignment so we can quickly hone in on who is doing what work for our firm. So when we select the assignment column here, you'll see that we can either see who is assigned or which tasks are sitting out there unassigned. We also are able to apply a live filter. Where we can come in and just get a quick overview of who is actually doing this work, and it will alphabetize the assignments for us. A few other functionalities that have been added to BigTime over the last month. We do have the availability now when tracking budget status to actually auto allocate a project budget if we are using project budgeting instead of budgeting by on a task basis. So I'm going to come to My Company project list, and I'm actually going to click into a project that I have already established where we are only going to be managing the project budget. If you're unaware of this functionality, it was actually something that was added a few releases ago where we can choose our budget style. If we're going to do the standard budgeting by tasks where we have budgets for each of our tasks, or if we wanted to do project budgeting, where we just want to align a budget for our whole project. So when we do assign project budgeting and then click into the budget tab, you'll see when we select the overview status now that there is actually one task that is living here for this project. And when we click into this task, we are able to manage this full project's budget. So for this example purposes, let's say that this project's going to begin November 1st. And we're going to have it run through February 1st. We can then give this project a fee budget, let's say of $30,000. We have added the functionality here for this fee budget distribution. And you'll see we can either manually distribute this budget, which is something we can achieve in allocations, where we're allocating our staff towards this project, or we can actually have BigTime auto assign this budget where it will evenly distribute it across the months of this project. So let's select the auto option. And now as we are moving forward, each month of this project will have a $10,000 fee budget that we can follow. The last core solution I did want to point to is we have added the opportunity within the report center to track the default labor code per project. So I'm going to click in here to Reports, Report Center. And when we run a project report, I'm just going to click into this active project list report here, and we select Customize. I'm going to come in and add a column. And you'll see we have now added the value here of the default labor code. This gives us an idea of the default labor code that is established for each project. So if we are using these default labor codes within our BigTime site, we can just generate a report to give us a quick access of what the default labor code is assigned for each project. So again, just kind of running through these core solution fixes or updates that we have. We have the home dashboard that now shows the hours input per day with the tile added that will link us to a report that gives us an idea of the actual timesheet submitted. We have the bulk approval functionality for DCAA firms. We have the opportunity to filter the task dashboard by assignment. And then we have the project budgeting functionality where we can auto assign budgets and the default labor code functionality within the report center. So these are some new features that have been pushed just in general for your BigTime usage. We have also added a fair amount of details to our client portal that we rolled out in our fall release. So I'm going to come into my company project list and just take a look at some of these client portal settings that we have added here. I'm going to click into this project that I already have established and come to the client tab. Just a reminder, the client tab here is where we can manage not just our client's information, but the contacts for each of our client, as well as their client portal settings. And one of the new features that we have added is the ability to generate a portal preview. So when we click this link here, this will actually take us to a preview of what this client's portal will look like. If you do have any questions as you are generating your client portals and formatting it, or you are giving your clients the opportunity to access the client portal, we can quickly come here and just get a preview of how this will look. Something I do want to make note of, this is just mock data. So when we do select the generate portal preview, it'll populate with just mock data. The actual client portal that we share with our clients will only include the information that we push to the client portal, which we can manage here in our portal settings. Just an overview of these portal settings. Again, this was a release that was pushed this fall. This is the opportunity for us to give our customers a place where they can access all of their invoices that we have sent to them outside, from BigTime, and also manage their payments of those invoices. Here, these settings that we have turned on, we have given this customer the ability to access the client portal, and we're also showing the teams for our projects in this client portal. You'll see here, I'm controlling which specific projects of mine I want them to be able to see in the client portal. So at the moment, we just have the functionality for them to view this Ben Kinsel's project here. But if I did want them to see the BK Consulting project and all of the invoices associated with it, I could turn that functionality on here as well. One thing that we have added this month in a new release is the division of the contacts tab. So you'll see when we click into this staffer here, this has now actually been broken out into 3 separate tabs, where we have this client contacts general information, we have the projects that they're working on and their role within each project, and then we have their portal settings. This is a great opportunity for us to quickly come in and see, does this contact have portal access? Are they a portal user, or are we not granting them portal access? And then have we invited them? If we have not invited them, we do have the opportunity here to email them an invite so that they can set up their login credentials for the client portal as well. I do just want to click quickly into here. I have established my client portal access. You'll see my user status is active. So if you do click into a contact and see that they are active in their client portal, it means they're able to access their portal, which will give them an overview of your invoicing, your team information, and also allow them to manage the payments of the invoices that you've been sending them. We have also added the functionality this month to populate more fields here in this client contacts tab. Now, when we do select this gear icon at the top right, we are able to add more information here. If we just want to click a quick overview of do they have access to the portal, if we want to add more info into this overview, like their mobile phone, the contact type, their address information, we can do so here. The same way that we're able to add global information on most BigTime screens when we select the gear icon. One thing that has been added in the last month is the alert that you will be notified when we change a client contact's email address. So for those who are using the client portal and having their customers set up access to the client portal, they will use their email address as their username. If we come in here and change this email address, as I'm going to do here just for this example, that email address will not be the email address that that client uses as their username. It will actually be the original. So if the user does need to update their email address, if we come in here and make this adjustment here, we should also let our users know, hey, just because we changed your email address, please log into your client portal and update your username to access that portal. So additional functionality that we have added in the realm of the client portal or in BigTime Wallet, which these two kind of go hand in hand here within BigTime, is the opportunity to bulk send payment links with our drafted invoices. So I'm going to come here to the invoicing overview. And when I do have multiple invoices that have been drafted that have payment links included, so I'm going to click into this drafted invoice and just point out where we can include these payment links down here. When there are payment links included on our drafted invoices, we are able to click into the drafted invoice bucket and send multiple at once, where we can perform these bulk actions email, and it will include the payment options for all drafted invoices that have those payment options included. So if we are drafting our invoices and then waiting to send them in bulk, I would recommend drafting the invoice, including those payment details on the drafted invoice. And then when we come in here to bulk email them, they will be sent out in bulk with their payment links. There has been one feature that has been added this month to the actual email that is sent to clients. So I previously sent myself an email just before this webinar. I'm going to click into it here, that when we do send our invoices out to our clients, all of this is formatted within your BigTime Wallet settings. So when we generate the drafted invoice and include payment links and then email the invoice to the client, it will live here. The client can either choose to pay the invoice and just view this invoice for a one-time payment. We have added the functionality down here for them that will take them right to their client portal, and they can log into the client portal to access all of their payment history. So just a nice little functionality. As we are building out the client portal, we're making it easier for your customers to just quickly access the portal so they can see not just this invoice that's outstanding that we need to pay, but all invoices that we've either previously paid or are still outstanding that we can then go in and bulk pay. An additional functionality that we've added this month in terms of both BigTime Wallet and the client portal is the opportunity to come to the project list and bulk update portal access. So before this new release, we did have to click into each customer, come to the client tab, select the portal settings, and turn on client access to the portal. When we come to our project list, we actually are able to add the functionality of portal access, and we can bulk turn that on by selecting the bulk actions. So I'm going to select bulk actions here, choose a few of these projects, select update, and the functionality that we are able to turn on in bulk now is client portal access on or off. So maybe half of our clients in our project list, we want to turn that portal access on for. Instead of having to click into each client, we are able to come in, perform a bulk action, and turn the portal access on for all of these clients. These were all of the new feature updates I wanted to give about the client portal and BigTime Wallet. I hope that you find these helpful. We're really excited about people who are starting to really use BigTime Wallet and give their customers access to the client portal. So it's an easy way to manage both the invoicing and payment information, as well as get an idea of the team that's working on our projects as we're generating invoices for them. There is one new feature that has been added this month within BigTime's integrations. So if you come to My Company Integrations, we are now able to integrate with Jira. If Jira is a software that you are using for those software firms and the developers out there, Jira allows you to track your development teams. The Jira integration is a nice opportunity here to leverage functionality and data that lives in Jira with project budgeting and the management tools we have within BigTime. How this works is it brings epics and stories from Jira into BigTime as tasks or engagements for a project, and we are then able to track timesheets against those and use the budgeting and project management functionality of BigTime for data that's coming over from Jira. If you are a development firm, we're really excited about this new rollout and this integration. We think it's going to be pretty helpful for those who are software oriented using Jira to manage that information for your firm. We can now bring that data into BigTime so staffers can track time against it. This was really everything I wanted to run through today in terms of the new features that we rolled out this month. So again, just an overview. We've added the hours on the dashboard that will click into a time detail report for system administrators to get quick access of the hours that have been tracked today. We have the bulk functionality for DCAA firms, the filtering of the task dashboard by the alphabetical assignments. We've added that functionality to auto project budget each month when we are doling out allocations either manually or having BigTime auto establish those budgets, the functionality of adding the default labor code, and then the additional functions that we have added to the client portal. Again, the preview of the portal on the client portal settings tab, the separation of the contacts tab. So the preview, the separation of the contacts tab, and the opportunity to add more of this here into the editor to get a quick glance of it. The opportunity to bulk turn on portal access and to bulk send out BigTime Wallet links. And then also when we do send our invoices out of BigTime, the opportunity for our clients to just quickly log into the client portal so that your customers can start using this functionality as well. I hope this was a helpful overview for everyone who's getting the opportunity to see this. We are really excited both about the core solutions that have been added and the client portal build out and BigTime Wallet features we continue to add. I hope you find value in these as well. If you do have any questions over any of these, feel free to either use our support channel where you can access our support team, live chatting your questions, or reach out to your customer success representative. They also can certainly assist in aligning your firm with this new functionality. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining today. Again, I hope this was beneficial, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.